what the EP's about anyway. Do you like melody? Do you like melody over time?
Okay, I knew it was missing something. I don't know if it's ad-libs for sure.
So like humming and
It's not ad-libs, but it's ad-libs. What kind of ad-libs? Yeah. Let's go. Hands up if you got money, or even if you're broke. We all the same, ain't nothing changed. Trust me, man, I take notes. Marijuana, I smoke. I'm the greatest, no joke. 10 shots to the head, still I'm not in the bed. Them a nigga about to turn shit up. Baby mama with the hair, got shorts with the rip, so you know she about to fuck shit up. She stay on Montezuma, so you know I'm about to do her. She got blue eyes and shit, and she love Amsterdam. And she that white girl with the booty that know how to dance. Who got the blunt man sparking? Pop Molly, go retarded. Come and leave, there's no parking. Let's pretend up at her spot. Then get faded, that's the plot. Now I'm getting way too hot. Take my shirt off, wipe the dirt off. Now I'm feeling like the man. Grind like Shackler, making records. Don't you know that was the plan? Then go dumb with drugs, have fun, go numb. I'm young, so I don't care. Wave your glasses in the air. Please fill up my solo cup. I feel good, don't interrupt. She drew that line, I knew what's up.
Hey.
Sheesh.
You want to tell the people who you are?
Yeah, they call me No T-shirt from San Diego.
Hey. Word.
From San Diego.
How old? 20?
20? Yeah, 1996.
Wow.
You know? And I've been rapping for. Well, I've been recording since I graduated high school in 2014. Shout out Bier. And I've been writing since I was about 6 years old, honestly. Like, I've always just loved the craft of, like, just expressing your mind and, like, writing just whatever you can write. Like, fucking write a story about anything, you know what I mean? Like, anybody can fuck with it.
Recording or writing since you were 6?
Since I was 6.
That's no wonder your crowd, your peers out here, and their bars are like they only started when they graduated high school or last week because all their friends started rapping type shit.
Last week, no, yeah, there's some work behind this. I actually like been involved with music my whole life. Like my first karaoke song was fucking Gold Digger by Kanye, like in 5th grade.
That's funny.
Yeah, like all the teachers were hyped and like I knew them. Like I was just like, yeah, I need to be a superstar.
I'm a star.
Yeah, and like also like I remember like that's like you know around that weird time. Oh shit, my strap fell. Like that weird time like when fucking the DVR came out and you was able to like pause and rewind TV. I used to like fucking pause MTV and like write down their lyrics and then like fucking like press play till I got the whole song written down and like learn their whole music like that. Like,
wow.
yeah, I just like just love writing.
Research.
Yeah.
Research. That's really funny because I'm similar. I'm obsessed. I was obsessed with music videos when I was a kid. Like super just all day when BET back when they were doing like Rap City onto 106 and then they had that whole 2-hour block where it was just videos.
Yeah.
Like, and it's cool that you recognize that because these kids I don't think people are watching music videos like they were.
Yeah.
They're really not.
And like it's like music videos is like the art itself, you know.
Absolutely.
Like I respect, you know, like I respect all the videographers out there because like I know it's a lot of time, especially with the effects, especially with like today's time, how people want everything to be like so fucking
Microwave.
Yeah, and like extra and all types of shit. So it's like, yeah, like videos was always dope. I've always liked when like they fucking flex, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
like not even like they just show like the big chain, like the big gold, like they did that, but they also like wore whatever the fuck they want, like Andre 3000.
Okay, I was just gonna ask
Yeah,
you, what
like,
video do you remember seeing that was like, oh, that's me, that's me?
Gold Digger.
Gotcha.
Gold
Okay.
Digger was like the song. It's cause like I'm from a Caribbean house, so like I grew up listening to reggae until like 10, like 11, and like that was the first hip hop song I heard was Gold Digger by Kanye.
That's so funny.
I saw the video. I was like,
Okay.
I was like, okay, like, you know, he was fresh, he had like he had the suit on with the pop collar, you know what I mean? Like,
So it's interesting that you come from a you said Caribbean
yeah.
background, because I think that a lot of their music is inspiring a lot, especially particularly right now.
Yeah.
But just in general, I think about like '04 when we kind of had that reggae vamp with Sean Paul, right?
Yeah.
And kind of how he kind of pushed it a little bit more mainstream.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's kind of the first I remember of being aware
Oh,
of that
yeah.
reggaeton kind of idea. I know that some people don't really give Sean Paul the, you know, the
Yeah,
big
that was
the
actually, Sean Paul was like the first reggae like hip hop I heard.
right,
To be honest, and like then I heard Sean Kingston, and then like Rihanna, you know.
of course.
I heard her background. I was like, wow, like you know, like my roots actually, you know, they make it out here. Like,
Yeah,
that's good,
totally.
so,
It's such a different sound and it's such a different vibe.
yeah. It's cause like they just want you to have fun, you know, like wind your body.
Yeah,
Like,
relax,
yeah,
enjoy
exactly,
yourself.
like, sit back, let loose, like fuck all that weird shit.
So what part of the Caribbean are you from?
They're from St. Kitts, St. Lucia.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow, that's amazing. I never knew that about you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really dope.
Like my parents, like they got the whole accent and everything. Mine disappeared because like you know the public school system.
But you didn't bring me any oxtails when I rolled up?
Oh, you know about the oxtail?
The interview over.
Oh,
It's a
man.
wrap.
Yeah, the oxtail, the fungi, plantain.
Oh, there we go.
man.
The accent just came out right then. That's so funny.
Yeah, that's my shit. That's what I grew up with.
That's amazing. So how do you think that your Caribbean life has influenced your music?
But like my dad, I guess he was a teacher. He just told me this like recently actually.
That's funny.
Yeah, but like it's always been like just the sound, like the live like instruments, like the live guitar, the live like congos, whatever. You know what I
Right.
mean? And especially steel pan, that's my favorite instrument. Like it's like a nice vibration when you hear it. But like yeah, like every time my dad like put reggae on like Marley or Sizzla, like Buju, you know, like he will always like airplay the solos, like, and like I just felt it, you know what I mean? Like I was just like, bro, I'm feeling you right now. Like,
Yeah.
I know you don't know what chords they're playing, like, but I feel you, you know what I mean?
Word.
Like, this is making them feel good, so like that influenced me to just like make music, like
That makes people feel
you
good.
know what I mean? Like to feel it, like you actually like dance and like bob your head, but you feel good. You don't care what anybody else thinks.
Right.
I'm telling you, my dad looked like he looked crazy. Like, he had like the biggest like smile, like.
Yeah. But that's what
like,
music is supposed to do. It's supposed to make you feel above all else, and that's why music is the universal love law, in my opinion. It's yo, I can be in Israel, right, and hear some song that I maybe thought only popped off in the U.S., and then it still transmutes thousands of miles away and gives me that same feeling. Timeless music is what we're losing. But I think that you have a really good hold on that. Being only 20, your music, I mean, what, you just dropped Tea Time in like March?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're already on your EP, and Tea Time still bangs. You can still, and it's not, and it doesn't sound like it was rushed.
Yeah,
And I'm sure this EP isn't going to sound like it was rushed either. Right.
Everything takes time, especially working with Bobby. Like, you make sure like I'm on point. Like, he'll even get on my ass if I'm late. You know what I mean? Like, coming to this video, like when we're recording, like if I don't sound.
Mr. Bier?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Hella,
You're the man.
yeah, you're the man. But like, yeah, like if I don't sound like I'm on cadence, like he'll like we'll play the track back and I'll be like, bro, I sound like I feel like I sound good. He's like, no, you're not on cadence. Like, you know what I mean?
That is beautiful, because as a casual fan, and that's why I love to do interviews like this. As a casual fan who doesn't really know anything about music other than I like what I like and I don't like what I don't like, it's great when artists have a cadence that is just so nice and it doesn't sound like, I hate you artists who want to be on the podcast. If you have a shitty flow, you will not be allowed. I want everyone to know. I hate shitty flows. I hate when cadence is not there, because if you don't have a cadence, why should I listen to you? I want you to listen to my podcast because you like the sound of my voice. If I had a cartoon voice, you wouldn't want to listen to my podcast. Like make something people want to hear. So how does it work with the two of you?
Yeah, there's like, we just go back and forth. I let him have the most creative direction. Like, if he wants something particular in a beat, some sort of feeling, I do my best to make that. And with Tea Time, we had like probably like 20 to 30 beats, and we ended up using, there's only 7 or 6 of my beats.
Wow.
And going back to what you're saying about the cadences, there's one line in particular. It was in thrash, the bridge. I think we spent over 2 months on that one line. Like,
wow.
It was not okay, so we just kept going back to it, and like we had like days and days of just like attempts of this one line, and then we eventually got it, and we were comfortable with it, and for both of us.
I almost ended up not liking him from there. Like I for like the first time working with Bobby, I was like, this guy does not fuck with my music. Like,
that's so
he must
funny.
fuck with trap music or some shit. You know what I mean? Because I know I don't make like that trap shit, but like he really doesn't fuck with that. Like he
yeah.
Like, he was just pushing me to be a better rapper. Like,
that's huge.
You know what I mean? Like,
and I think that we're seeing a lot of great producer artist pairings in hip hop right now as a whole.
Yeah.
You think about what Future's done and Metro Boomin have done, you know, and like people like that. I think it's very important to know who you're working with and really know each other and have just that honest, yo, this is your cadence is wrong, fuck it up. We're changing it. We got to switch it up. And I think that that's important. It's really cool that you guys were able to find each other, and even knowing that you really didn't like that you weren't too sure about each other makes it even more genuine, in my opinion. That's really interesting.
Like, yeah, like at the end of the day, he looks out for me, I look out for him. Like,
right.
It's a friendship, you know. Like, it's honestly like he just came back from a trip. Like, how long was that trip?
3 weeks.
Yeah, that shit for like a year, man. Like, cause you know, like I spend like all my time either at home with my girlfriend, or,
yeah,
like, with this guy,
right,
here at working, and it's like I was telling my girlfriend, like, she's cool.
Yeah, but
like,
music,
you know, like,
totally.
exactly, like,
that's interesting, and that's what I love to talk about that, because I think when you have a relationship, I was talking to one of my creative friends, and I was like, I feel like if I dated a guy who was an artist, there's a piece of me that is like always gonna just know I come second, because, and I have to respect it, and it's totally not personal, but it's completely personal. And so it's like, you're dating obviously a very strong woman, because yeah, I couldn't do it. I you know, because those days where I might need you and you're unavailable, it's rough. Like, it's rough because you're in your mind state. You're not getting down. You can't think of this one rhyme, right? And it's this one piece that you can't put together. And like, babe, will you go get me? I'm like, bitch, I don't want it. Like, you know, you know that type shit. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and being able to put up with that and understand, like I said, it's not really personal, but it kind of is. But I still love you. So does she? How influential is your girlfriend in when you make your music?
I mean, like, she's cool. She's straight up. You know what I mean? Like, cause she goes to state, so like I know she's in the college scene and shit. So I have her like, I kind of like let her be the outside ear to all my shit.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like, she'll tell me like, oh no, this song doesn't sound too good, or like this song shouldn't go on this particular project because it doesn't flow. You know what I mean? So like, she's just real. Like, she doesn't. I don't know. I don't make love songs and shit. So
yeah.
I can't say like she influences me like that.
Right.
But,
right.
Like she lets me do what the fuck I want. So like.
But it's nice to have someone in your corner who supports you and who's willing to be honest with you and tell you kind of what's what. 100%, especially if they see you're out here moving the way you have been the past, just even we're 7 months in the year. So I know people will lie to you to try and if it'll help them come up in their opinion, oh, they'll tell that lie. Yeah. Right. Right. It really is. So tell me about the video you'll be shooting this weekend.
Oh shit, yeah, so fucking I'm sorry for cursing, Mom.
No, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna show this to her, but yeah, I'm shooting a video to No F Word. The song didn't drop yet. It's coming out on my EP, Summer San Diego. But yeah, it's gonna be hosted at the Empower Lounge in Chula Vista. The shoot's gonna start at 7. We just want anybody to like looking nice and just come out. You know
Pull
what I
up.
mean? Like, yeah, pull up. You know what I mean? I don't know if you can smoke grow inside, but I'm
Right.
pretty sure we can smoke outside.
Yeah.
Bring that outside, and just like yeah, just post up. Like I want San Diego to be in the video. Like it's my
Right.
video, and like it's kind of like a get hype, let's turn up video too. So like if I want to get
About San Diego as a city. You're a relatively younger artist. Where do you see the city needing work in here?
uh, I mean, I would say, honestly, like last year, I would say last year was like, it was pretty bad. Like, no one was fucking with each other at all last year. You know, like, everybody was kind of separated in their groups. Like, niggas from Southeast wasn't fucking with niggas from, like, South Bay. And, like, not even, like, on, like, some, like, gangbang or nothing.
Right.
Like, just, like, on some, like, we just don't want to help you guys. Like, you know, type
Right.
shit. But like throughout this year, like I said, like it's gotten better. Like people want to work with each other more. Like everyone's meeting up at the same spots. Like more artists are doing shows together more.
Right.
You know, like and now we're having the videographers and like even like the the artists who draw and shit. Like they're getting more involved.
Right.
So, like I would say like we need help and like just connecting more, but like
We're doing it.
yeah, I feel like we're doing
We're
it.
doing
So,
it.
like, I'm really like honestly see that day goes on the come up right now.
Yeah.
Like slowly but surely, like
We're growing. I think
yeah.
the number of we've had to have had at least like 25, 30 shows just this year. At least. And I'm probably completely wrong with that number because there's all sorts of things that are going on. It's really I saw a tweet the other day. I think High Sox put it up. It's just a renaissance here, an art renaissance in the city of just, yo, this is what's happening. Go out and support. And so many of us are creators. And I think because of these past few years, it's been a little bit more comfortable for people to feel like they can create in an open space and not be like, oh well, I have to go to school, and people are going to school and creating, and people are finding the balance between doing the both or just doing one wholeheartedly and going after what you need because that's what you love, like Mr. Bier. Right?
I'm going to school too.
Oh, okay.
Mechanical engineering, so definitely hard to balance that.
Well, damn. Yeah. Holy shit. Whew.
Yeah, I just fucking
You do my math homework.
I've been out of school. I just I just finished up this semester. That shit was hard, man. 'Cause I took like a whole year off.
Yeah,
Like,
school is.
a year and a half, and like, sheesh, I don't know if I'm going back.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to though, just 'cause like my mom's gonna make me.
Yeah. Right. I understand that. I mean, I think that there's a line that we all have to kind of walk when we're dealing with something that is, I mean, it's a toss-up. When you're going out, you want to be a rapper, if you want to be a producer, if you want to be a podcaster. It's like, do I want to jump in the pool or not? Because jumping in the pool, what does that mean? What does that entail? And it's huge. People who are willing to do it are huge. Because there's so many people that I'm sure all of us know here who talk about it or who have always spoken about, oh man, I want to rap, oh man, I want to, be a photographer, and don't have a camera, never picked up a pen, things of that nature, and it's just kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, you call those
Weirdos.
Yeah, like I say, like, yeah, you're right, man. Like you're 100% right. Like it's either you're gonna jump in that water and learn how to float and swim, or you just gonna stay up and try it.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What kind of fun just happened in there, like.
And the feeling. How does rap make you feel?
When you're performing.
When you're performing, when you're writing, talk about that.
Like, okay, so like when I'm writing, man, like my writing process is I let the beat talk to me. Like the beat, like if you send me some like trap beat that like sound like, oh, he about to make his money, like, you know what I mean? Like he in the street.
Right.
I'm gonna put some lyrics out there like I'm in the street, I'm making my money.
Okay.
But if you send me a beat that's saying like, oh, like I need a baby girl right now, like then I'm gonna make like my lyrics gonna be talking about how I need a baby girl right now.
Right.
So like it's really like what the beat like tells me. So like honestly said I could have like the happiest day of my life. But Bobby tells me a beat was kind of sad, and like it'll sadden me up a little bit.
Okay, okay.
Just so I can like write the sad.
Yeah, right, 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 right.
But when it comes to like performing though, like that's straight me. Like that's straight no t-shirt. Like
Yeah.
you having fun, like letting loose, it makes me feel free. Like it makes like everybody just I don't know like there to have fun and like you know what I mean like I don't know it's just wild.
And that's what I only ask you that because I think that people don't realize the return you get when you're doing what you love. People are too afraid to do what you love, but the way you feel afterwards, that electrifying, this that magnetic energy of like I recorded this song today and it made my heart. I just feel like I'm floating on air, like
High out there.
and that's what I
I'm not gonna
mean.
lie, like and like I've done a lot of tracks. I just be that high out there like after performing like I'm just like
There's this like weird calm and you're
yeah,
just
like a
at
calm
one
energy,
peace.
like
That's how I feel
yeah,
after I leave a podcast. It's just very, very like just serene. Like I've just done something great and I'm
exactly.
kind of tired now, but I feel great like because I've
Exactly.
gotten this off.
For
I
sure.
think it's important for people to know that you can feel that way and work a day job
Exactly.
and go to school and still be a creative person that you're supposed to be and still rock with your purpose and as
Yeah.
you know it.
I feel like a lot of artists like nowadays don't really show people the other side. Cause what I didn't know like before really jumping into being an artist, like I didn't even jump into it, kind of just happened. But like I'm learning that there's like you got your artist lifestyle, but then you got your life lifestyle. Like
Right.
even if like right now I got like oh I'm no t-shirt, like I'm this hyped ass kid, like you know what I mean, like let's have fun. But like I still got the my nigga, I gotta like pay these bills
Oof,
side, and like I'm
word.
going to work, and like it's straight face to Sean. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah,
Nobody knows that you're no
exactly.
t-shirt
And it's even like
unless they know.
exactly, and that's even like on like a higher like bigger level. Like how do I say? Like I don't know these rappers' lives, but like we could say Lil Uzi, like that's my Uzi. Y'all know what kind of person he is.
Mhm.
But like you could be going home and like a family member is like God forbid sick or something. You know what I mean? Like there's literally two lives.
Right. Being able to compartmentalize is huge as an artist because, like today, I'm interviewing you. For all I know, God forbid, you could be sick. You could have a family member sick, and here you are smiling in front of the camera,
Yeah,
giving yourself to me, and you're going through it all. So,
exactly.
people don't know.
They never know.
Yeah,
They never know.
exactly.
But
Exactly.
that's what's like. That's like I feel like people should respect artists more like that because like it's really being an artist like because we're the actual person. So like when you see us in public, we gotta act a certain way. Like you know what I mean?
You
Like
got to
if
turn it
somebody
on.
if somebody see me in public and like I'm just sad, like this, like who the fuck is this?
Yeah,
Like you know
right,
what I mean?
right, 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 right,
Like so
right,
like
right.
you just gotta leave that shit at the door and like fuck yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy dude.
So, what do you think that when you first started writing, what was your content as a 6-year-old boy? I'm interested.
That's funny. Dude, just like a lot of dumb shit. Talking about like busting AKs and being a pimp. All right, so like I remember we
At
was
6?
that's, yo okay now that's probably
It's fucking lit,
no.
okay?
All right,
Shit.
no, no. I'm not gonna lie. I remember one of my raps. I remember it to this day. It goes, I'm only 6. I'm digging with these chicks. I'm riding with my bands on 26. I got a big brother whose name's Super Duper, and he gotta watch that straight bling bling. You know what I mean?
Ah, that's so
And,
funny.
like, I don't even know how I remember that shit
So
to
at
this day.
6, we're talking 2002, so that's bling bling time,
You
right?
feel me?
That's
Like
Hot
I
Boys
was having like
era.
yeah, but like yeah, like I remember one time I think I was like 9, 10, and like I said something like I was rapping to myself like out loud, and like my grandma was in the next room, and like I said something about being a pimp, and she said Deshaun, like she called me in the next room. She said, "What you know about pimp? Like you a pimp?" I said, "Yeah, no." Like I was like, "That's cool." Yeah.
Right.
Like
You tell me, Grandma.
yeah, like I thought it just meant cool. Like I thought pimp just meant like being cool.
Right,
Hell
right,
nah.
right.
But like yeah, like that's how it. That's what I was
So,
writing.
what would you tell a person who is trying to become an artist, working, kind of maybe even walking that line of, I don't know if I should just only do school 100% or only do this rap thing 100%. What do you say?
I say like make the best decision for you because like some people could really go to school and like some people really focus and like some people could like use that and like probably want to do something else. You know what I mean? And like some people can go to school and do their art and like it's hard to multitask sometimes. And like if you feel like you want to go to school, then like you should go to school. But if you like really want to do this art and like you know what I mean, like being an artist, just know that like and like I'm not even saying as a rapper. It's like I'm talking about like as a
Any type of
like any
art.
type of art.
Yeah.
Like just know it's like it's rough, it's fucked up. You know what I mean? Like people gonna hate your parents. Like even your parents might even fuck with the idea at first, but like you just gotta like go with it 100, 1,000, a million. Like don't like go in and come out because then you start looking foolish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You start looking real dumb.
Right.
So like, if you want to go to school, man, go to fucking school. And like, I really respect and praise people who go to school. And, like, cause my mom was like, that's all I remember growing up. Her just being in school, but going to school and like studying. Like, I'm going to sleep, she's studying. I wake up in the morning, she's still studying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, if you feel like school is your thing, go to school. If you feel like your art's your thing and like you really can't focus on school, cause school's a lot of money. Don't fuck with school. Just do your art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't fuck with the money. Know yourself.
So basically, it sounds like you're saying know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
Because if you are going to go the school and art route, you need to be 100% focused between giving each of those things 50% of your time. So you have to work even harder. And money, absolutely. That's true too. Because right, when you're an artist, you're not free, are you? Exactly. Right. You people, and that's a big part of it too. Knowing what you're getting yourself into and what you're investing yourself in, because there is a lot of money that you have to invest in any kind of art. Really, I can't think of anything you can do that you don't have to invest in yourself to do. Really.
High key, exactly.
Yeah, it's all about an investment.
I think time management is like one of the most important things. If you can't manage your time, if you're scheduled too many things, like school, work, or music, like you just pop at a certain point. You can't do anything.
Right.
You have to find that balance.
Right. So, what do you think the difference is between Tea Time and the new EP?
Alright, so Tea Time was like an album, like more of an album. It definitely took more time, like, and it was all like with Bobby. You know what I mean? Like all his beats, like was scared so many days, so many days.
Can you talk about that? What that's like when you're like in the trenches recording? What's that like for the artist and the producer?
It's crazy, like, like I don't know how many times I've woken up on this day, like,
Yeah.
and he's still mixing and like, and I'm just like, what's going on? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I slept here a couple nights, like,
Didn't shower. Yeah.
we like starved.
That's real.
Like we order pizza here a lot. Uh, dude, it's crazy. Honestly, like I've never been asked that. Like, yeah, it's like it gets pretty like, but he stays up. He stays up and like energized. I don't know how.
Producers are different. Y'all are different that way. Because you guys will stay up. Your hours, I mean, from what every producer I've ever interacted with, their hours are like 12 to 7 in the morning. You know, it's late. Nobody's up, and it's just, that's when they zone.
Yeah, like I just learned from one of my like producer mentors, Nothing Nice. We did a session. I got there I think at 8 p.m. and we stayed up till 7 a.m. Then I drove back home, and then I just learned the pace that it really takes to work and make music and get something out of it and record a couple songs in one night, and yeah.
Wow.
I just learned from that, and I don't know. I just like lose track of time.
Yeah.
5 creative minutes is 5 hours, 5 real hours.
Wow. That's what's really crazy about production, because you guys spend hours on a 5-minute song. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really crazy to think that somebody could spend 2 and 3 days putting a beat together that I'm gonna listen to for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
What? Like.
Yeah. Then also on the other hand, sometimes there'll be like a 5-minute beat that I should literally spend 5 minutes making a beat, and then we spend like 5 to 10 hours just like recording, mixing, mastering, and then it's just all done right then. And like that's like the pace I'm working on now, where I just make like a beat maybe 10 to 20 minutes, and then the artist will write their verses, a hook, and record, mix and master it, send it to them on their way out, and they'll post it the next day.
Wow.
So
Okay.
Tea time is a different story.
After we recorded Tea Time, like after we were done with that project, Bobby like sat me down and was like, "Yo, like we need to work on like like kind of like a new technique, like getting your music out there, like your recording process, So like
Yeah.
so like when you leave here and go to more professional studios, you'll know how to like knock out a whole song like a session. Like,
Yes.
so like like at first like it was kind of hard because like I said like I don't write that quick. Like like I've never wrote in a studio session. Like I've never like that. He made the beat. Feel like and then like I sit there and I'm like listening to like just the tempo before like anything else that I do. And that's what I'm writing already. Like I mean like that's what I have to learn like later on. A couple
Right.
times. First few times was hard, but like after that I gotta get the rhythm and like start writing, and then he's making the beat, and then I go record, and I gotta make sure that like I'm saying everything like the cadence is on point.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like it was like a whole like different kind of like way to record, but it was a better process.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
With Tea Time, all the beats are like that I made for him were customized. They were like I made them to fit his style and fit that kind of uplifting feeling, and yeah, I've never really like had to do that so intensively before and been denied like, no, this beat doesn't work, no, this isn't right, like, no.
Yeah.
So I'd probably make like 3 to 5 beats for every one that was kept, and they're just kind of sitting there now.
Well, I want to say one thing that Tea Time to me really reminds me of, and just off of the energy of the album, I got like a little bit of a Chance the Rapper vibe, especially just the cover art alone. That's like the smile and then the colors of it being like it was pink and mint green. And I'm just like, this is the happiest fucking kid ever. Like, and it made me want to listen to it and like enjoy this album because there's a lot right now, and it's refreshing for me to see something that is just like, oh, this is positive. This is like a very happy. This person makes me feel like he is doing what he enjoys.
Yeah, most definitely. I love doing what I do, and honestly, like I'm glad you said you got a Chance the Rapper vibe.
Yeah.
Shout out Chance the Rapper. That's my dog. Like damn, if he watches it, like let me open up your shows, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
But
let me record an interview with you.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, like I love what I do.
Yeah.
I really do.
So then, Tea Time dropped in March. It's now July. Where was your headspace in Tea Time, and where's your headspace now? Is there any difference there?
Tea Time, I said like I was still like I want to say like I was like it was like the beginning of me kind of finding myself as an artist. Like you know what I mean? Like when I worked, like honestly, like it was more of the feel of coming to Bobby's house like all the time, and like Bobby actually being like investing his time. It kind of made me feel like okay, I'm a legit artist. Like I need to start working like an artist and like like just really like working like one. So I was kind of like learning how to like be one and like rap like one and like kind of like form my image within my music.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And like
so similar to acid rap then.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So very Chance vibes then there. Okay.
Yeah, so like I just wanted to give like that positive, like smooth, like I wanted because I knew it was gonna be like my first official shit that was gonna be on Spotify and iTunes, and like I didn't want to just put out like some regular like we hear this every day, like it could have banged, yeah, but like that's not like
you're not gonna listen to it. It's not replay value is low.
So, like,
right.
Like with Tea Time, Yeah, with tea time, like I made sure like it was real cool. I made sure that my mom was able to listen to it. There's not that many cursing and like talking about like all that extra nonsense.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like yeah, dude, I don't know. Like, it was just like a real good positive thing. Like my headspace was just like real like new. It was kind of like I've been rapping and writing for years.
Right.
I felt like I was actually like doing it for the first time.
Wow.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, really doing it. Like, really calling myself a rapper.
Yeah, for someone who's been writing for 14 years, that's a big thing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So then what about the EP? Are we saying the name on here? Are we keeping it low? What's the deal?
No, it's going to be called Summer San Diego.
Okay.
The EP, we don't know what's going to drop yet. We don't have an official date, but we're trying to get that figured out with iTunes and Spotify. So we're going to release a date soon.
Yeah.
And, yeah, this tape, this is going to be like, you know, like, this for all my San Diegans that like to turn up. Like, this is like, they're going to hear this at the next state party and like,
Word.
you know what I mean? Like, it's more of the energy, like, oh, this is Sean, like, he's from San Diego, this is how San Diego turn up, like, this is how they like to have fun, and it's just gonna spread that kind of vibe, like, we know how to, like, you know, like, we know how to do our own thing, you know,
Word.
like, you know, San Diego's not out there for anything, really, like, not for turning up, not for, like, swag,
right,
like, any fashion, art, nothing.
Right, and we lost a shitty football team, so.
We lost a shitty football team.
Yeah.
I won't bring that out. Like, it's more like it's talking about like all the parties and shit I've been to.
Yeah.
You know, like,
okay, so it's a turn up album, EP rather.
It's a fun, like, honestly, it's like the EP.
It's a summer EP.
Yeah, and like, honestly, hope I get like a lot of shows with this one because. For people who see my performances, they get turned, they get wild.
Talk
so,
your
like,
shit.
Yeah, so like, no, dead ass, man. All kinds of shit. So this EP's gonna have the shows rocking, like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, giving us something to look forward to.
Hell yeah.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to say before we wrap up?
Shout out my mom, my dad, my little brother's also Aiden. Shout out my girlfriend. Shout out Bobby Bier.
Hey.
Shout out San Diego.
Hey, shout out San Diego.
Doing your thing, like, shit's dope. I respect it.
Appreciate it.
For everybody out there, whatever art you doing, whatever dream you got, like, just keep doing it. Fuck the bullshit. Fuck the negative. Just rock with the positive energy and do what your heart tells you.
Word.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, this is Sauce Summer Series featuring No T-Shirt with Bobby Bier. And we are out.